That one sentence still echoes in my mind like a bitter aftertaste. You see, fake friends don't come with warning labels. They come dressed like everything you ever needed: funny, supportive, magnetic. Sometimes, even like a savior. That's exactly what Jasmine was to me. I met her in the most unexpected place: detention. I was there for arguing with a teacher who mocked a student with learning difficulties. Jasmine was there for skipping class again. She strolled in late, unapologetic, tossed her bag down next to me and smirked like we were co-conspirators. She had this charisma, like she could pull people into her orbit with just a glance. And I, invisible girl with quiet eyes and stories buried inside, was flattered to be chosen. We laughed through detention, shared music, memes, and a common loathing of high school authority. It was the beginning of a friendship that, at first, felt like home. We became inseparable. She made everything exciting: sleepovers that lasted till dawn, rebellious adventures, prank wars, and whispered secrets in dark rooms. I told her about the deep things: how my dad left when I was 9, how I took care of my younger brother while mom worked double shifts, how I sometimes cried for no reason at all. And she listened, really listened, nodding, holding my hand. Jasmine told me her life was hard too. Her parents were divorced, her stepdad cold and distant. She said I was the only one who truly got her. That kind of trust? It's intoxicating. It felt like love. But fake friends, they don't start fake. They start perfect. Cracks appear. It started small. She'd tease me in front of others, call me a bookworm or Miss Emotional with a laugh. I told myself it was harmless. But there were moments I'd catch a different expression on her face, almost like she enjoyed embarrassing me. She began revealing pieces of my life to others, saying things I had shared in confidence, laughing them off like they were funny little quirks. Once, at a party, she said to a group, "You know, she cries watching shampoo commercials. She's so sensitive, it's kind of cute." Everyone laughed. I laughed too, but my stomach clenched. It wasn't the joke. It was the betrayal. She was putting my soul on display for laughs. And when I told her I was hurt? "Oh my God, lighten up. I'm just being real with you. You need people to tell you the truth." I started to doubt myself. Maybe I was too sensitive. Maybe I was overreacting. That's how fake friends work. They don't stab you in the back, they whisper in your ear while holding the knife. The college shift. We both got into the same university. Jasmine followed me, said it would be just like old times. But college changed things. I was studying literature, pouring myself into stories, while she bounced from major to major, chasing popularity. Living with her was like living with a hurricane. Loud music, alcohol, parties every weekend. She borrowed my clothes without asking, left messes everywhere, and ignored any boundaries I tried to set. But the worst part? She weaponized my dreams. I once told her I wanted to be a novelist. She laughed. "You? That's cute. But don't you need, like, a fan base for that?" Another time she told her boyfriend, loud enough for me to hear, she thinks she's gonna be the next big author. I love her, but she's delusional. She didn't love me. She loved having someone to look down on. Breaking point. My mother got sick halfway through the semester. It was serious, diagnosed with ovarian cancer. I flew home without thinking twice, spent every hour at her side, my heart in constant panic mode. I texted Jasmine. No response. Not once. When I came back, exhausted, emotionally shattered, she didn't ask how my mom was. She just rolled her eyes and said, "You missed the best party. I told everyone you were dealing with family drama again." Family drama. My mother was fighting for her life, and to Jasmine, it was just gossip material. I didn't yell. I didn't cry. I quietly packed my things and left the dorm. And just like that, a 5-year friendship ended, not with a fight, but with silence. Grieving the loss. Losing her wasn't just losing a friend. It was like losing a part of myself. I questioned everything. How could I have missed the signs? How could I love someone who clearly never respected me? I blamed myself. For trusting her. For not walking away sooner. But grief is funny. It teaches you things. I started writing again. I poured my pain into pages. I started therapy. Slowly, I found new friends, people who didn't laugh at my dreams, who checked in when I was quiet, who held space for me. And I realized Jasmine didn't break me. She revealed me. She showed me the parts one needed to protect, the boundaries I needed to build, the value of friends who walk beside you, not over you. How to identify a fake friend? Let me tell you now, from someone who's lived it, fake friends. Celebrate your failures, not your success. Make you feel less than, instead of lifting you up. Use your secrets as currency. Vanish when you need them most. Apologize with excuses, not sincerity. Leave you doubting your worth. Real friends aren't perfect, but they're consistent. They speak truth without cruelty. They show up, especially when it's inconvenient. They defend you in rooms you're not in. And they make you feel safe, even when the world doesn't. Final reflection. So, if you're watching this and thinking of someone who drains you more than they support you, this is your sign. You don't owe them loyalty at the cost of your peace. Let go. Your soul deserves friends who don't flinch at your darkness and don't compete with your light. And if you're scared to walk away, remember, sometimes the loneliest steps we take become the most powerful chapters of our story. You are not too sensitive. You are not too much. You were just surrounded by people too little to hold your heart. Let them go. And make room for people who will never laugh at your pain.